Hello truth seekers, and welcome back to our channel where we unveil the shocking truth behind the glamorous world of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite neighbor critic is back with some piping hot tea that's been brewing. And oh boy, do I have some news for you. Grab your tea because today we've got some royal drama that's absolutely sizzling. I'm telling you, this latest development between King Charles and Prince Harry has my neighborhood watch group in a complete tizzy. And for good reason. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So, now, let's talk about what's happening with our puppet, Prince Harry, and his seemingly endless quest for royal redemption that's going absolutely nowhere. While Harry was off doing his Invictus games in California, with his puppet master wife pulling his strings as usual, King Charles was making a very clear statement about saying a word. And trust me, in royal language, that silence speaks volumes. So, King Charles meets with David Henson, right? A true hero, former army captain, parasports athlete at Imperial College London. Now, David mentions his participation in the Invictus Games, and what does our king do? He gives a simple fantastic and moves right along. No elaboration, no praise for Harry's project, just a single word and on to the next topic. If that's not a royal cold shoulder, I don't know what is. As royal editors Roya Nika and Kate Mancy pointed out, this was a perfect opportunity for Charles to acknowledge Harry's work, to throw him even the tiniest bone of approval, but nope, nothing. The king just let that comment drift away like the smoke in the wind. And that tells us everything we need to know about where Harry stands right now with the royal family. Think about it. This was David Henson we're talking about, a man who epitomizes what the Invictus Games are supposed to be about. Someone who's overcome life-threatening injuries and become an inspiration. If the king would even engage about Invictus with someone like that, then Harry's position is even worse than we thought. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's been over a year since Charles and Harry have properly met. A year! When Harry did fly back to London after his father's cancer diagnosis in February, they spent less than an hour together? And Harry stayed in a hotel, not even at a royal residence. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about the state of this relationship, I don't know what will. Now our sources say Harry is desperate to rebuild those bridges with Charles and William. But here's the thing, he's burned so many bridges, there's practically nothing left. But Ash, royal author Robert Hardman hit the nail on the head when he said this has to be a three-way process. William has to be on board too, and from everything I'm hearing, William has about as much interest in reconciling with Harry as I have in swimming in the English Channel in January. Can you blame him? William is particularly furious about the things Harry said about Catherine in that awful book of his. Suggesting Kate was cold to Meghan? How dare he? After everything Catherine has been through this year, with her health battles, fighting with such grace and dignity, while Meghan was busy orchestrating her Canadian photo ops and fashion moments during the Invictus Games. And here's what those close to William are saying. Harry rarely comes up in conversation. Let that sink in. Harry has become so irrelevant to his own brother that he's not even worth discussing anymore. That's not just a burned bridge. That's complete erasure. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Actions have consequences. You can't just trash your family on Oprah, write a tell-all book, spilling private conversations, make a Netflix documentary portraying the royals as cold, uncaring racists, and then expect everything to be hunky-dory when you decide you want back in. The working royals, Catherine, William, King Charles, Queen Camilla, they've been getting on with actual royal duties, supporting charities, representing Britain, maintaining dignity through personal health struggles. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan have been collecting awards they didn't earn, making deals that fall through, and complaining at every opportunity? Look, I know some of you still have a soft spot for Harry. We all remember that cheeky young prince who served his country. But that Harry is gone, replaced by this Californian version who seems completely under the thumb of his wife and her Hollywood ambitions. The royal family sees it. We see it, and it's just sad. So what happens now? Well, from where I'm sitting, this subtle snub from King Charles isn't so subtle after all. It's a clear message that Harry remains on the outside, and that's where he's likely to stay unless something drastically changes. And with William apparently having no interest in reconciliation, that Harry-shaped hole in the royal family is looking more and more permanent. As always, my loyal viewers, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and leave me your thoughts in the comments. Do you think there's any chance of Harry finding his way back? Or has he truly burned the final bridge? Until next time, keep calm and carry on supporting our real working royals. Bye for now.